What the fuck is up, everybody? It's your boy Damien. Pile Up Podcast, part one of our Assetto Corsa competition challenge series. I'm really excited. This is gonna be a really fun night. Joining me tonight is gonna be Digital Adrenaline Barry. We have to throw out some shout outs. First and foremost is we got New School Vinyl, Digital Adrenaline, Smile X Death, and hopefully some new sponsors for the very next part too. And that's to be determined and to be announced. So, but huge shout out to everybody that's being a part of this so far. Huge shout out to everybody that wanted to drive, and just huge shout out to, you for watching, because this is fucking amazing. But yeah, let's bring in Mr. Digital Adrenaline Barry Allen to the stage. Welcome, sir. What is up, my guy?
What up, homie?
Look at how cute. Yeah, right. We're just backstage shooting the shit for like 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I think it's gonna be really fun, and we've been working up to this for a while. Sadly, I have taken turns for the worst last week, and I did not get to record and do some other ones. But regardless, we got part one ready to go into the books, and I'm just ecstatic. So before we'll get it rolling. It's gonna be good. And honestly, next week coming up, I'm gonna get some more, and we're just gonna keep going. We are live on Instagram. We are live on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube. And the most important part about us being live is this is a part one of the judging series for the challenge series. What that means to anybody watching in the chat is we're going to be looking, if we are not completely agreeing on something, we're going to be looking to the chat. We need to hear, you guys fucking suck. You're not judging this right, or you're spot on. And we'll kind of judge based on what we see in the chat and either move our scores up or down. So yes, that does kind of mean you could, if you get a bunch of your friends together, you might be able to sway some more positive scores, but we'll know. We're looking at you. But yeah, so this is really fucking exciting. Today's group is it's pretty cute. We got Team Cartelgram, which is Carl from Faction. He was on the podcast already, so he got a pass and he didn't have to do the application process. So he was able to get in, and he brought his boy Diego with, and I'm pretty sure I've already seen, I think somebody's in the chat. They're talking shit to each other, but that's awesome. We got Yellow Fever, which is Javi and Ethan, and we got Tiger Style, which is Darren and we call him Jersh. Progression Car Club, which is Cody and Jake today. The way this works is we're going to break it down. There is literally 5 challenges. Each challenge has its own sets of points. So it could be a little confusing, but before each challenge, I have it on screen that you can kind of tell how we're doing things. And we'll talk about it too. This is fun. It's not super. I mean, it's serious, but it's not super fucking serious. So, just settle the fuck down. I know some people get really competitive, but you know what I mean. It's Assetto Corsa. It's not real drifting. And even if it was real drifting, we need to settle down in real drifting too.
It's like 80% fun, 20% serious.
Exactly. I like those percentages. The judging style, if you have not watched our previous stuff where we talked about what we're looking for, is very quick snap judging. There is not really instant replays. If there is a replay, that's because something funny happened, or something that's just extreme and we wanted to showcase it. But the replay is, there's no replays. So there's no second, I want to look at that again. It's what we see at the moment. It's basically like we're watching it live. Even though the runs are pre-recorded, we're watching it and studying it for the first time, and then we're going to do the judging. So yeah, point system is pretty basic. Each challenge is worth 20 points, so you got 100 points total. If we're split on something, we did decide that we may do a point, like a half point. If we can't come up with it, and chat's pretty much doing the same thing, like it's a 3. I'm saying a 4, chat saying 3 and 4s. We can do that 5, and that can actually help later on once we start getting into things like to break some ties and stuff. But realistically, again, this is all fun. Man, that's pretty much it. We're ready to fucking go. Like, I'm stoked.
You're ready.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be hilarious. I do want to say, and I said this on our last podcast too that we had, that the fucking everybody so far that has participated and recorded, it's been a blast. Like, I'm having an absolute blast. Everybody's laughing, they're having fun. I could tell that the drivers they're not super serious. Like, they're trying their hardest, you know what I mean? For sure. But it's all in fun. And that's what this kind of stuff is about to me. And it's already embodying what my vision was. And I'm super stoked on it. The last group we had, Barry, you sat in with it too, just to,
yeah, it was fun to even just watch. For me. Like,
yep. It's super fun.
I've done a couple competitions, and it's nothing like a normal, like, Assetto comp. Like,
right.
It's just you're with your homie still. Like, you're not going against anyone. So it's like there's less pressure, but it's also that, like, you're like telling each other, like, okay, don't mess up.
Yeah, don't
you
fuck up. Yeah. And you just have fun with it, you know? Yeah, everybody really seemed to have a lot of fun with it. The group prior, we had our first technical difficulty. I tried to record, and for some reason the server timed out, and those boys, I don't know if they got lucky because they were partying a little hard in the beginning. So as time went on, that means that they're continuing to party while they're driving. And their second runs, actually, I think they're about equal anyway, but it was really, really funny to see the level of hype and shit talk between these groups, because they happen to be friends too, which was fucking hilarious. Sadly, I couldn't put that in. We don't have any of the audio from that. And honestly, we would get blacklisted from all these streaming services anyway, because they were brutal. But yeah, no, it was fucking fun. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to be, we'll play the video. We're going to do the quick judging. I'll explain some stuff. I can pause it at any time, but I'm not going to be rewinding anything. When it's time to judge, it stops and we judge. So chat, pay attention, and look at and read how this is working. So the first challenge series is the solo entry contest. It is not necessarily a Backy. It is just, smoothness, line, whatever. And it's interpretations as well. But you'll have each person gets a single run, a solo lap, and each run is worth 5 points. So there's one person getting 10 out of 10 points. The other person's, out of the other 10, there's your 20 points for that team. So you ready to do this?
Ready.
Let's fucking go. All right.
I'm sharing all my story,
Share me. Share me. Just me.
Just you.
No, don't do that. All right, everybody.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Fooled you. Let's get to it. Looks like Diego is up first. Yeah. It's windy there. You see all that wind?
Yep. A little inside.
Really got out there, though, which is wild. Yeah. And then at that red line, if you're watching, it might be hard if you're watching on a mobile device, but all right, so this is our first judge, and I'm going to throw some points out there. So it's out of 5 points. I'm doing a 3.
I was going to say 3.
That makes it easy.
Midline gets a midpoint.
Midline. I like that. Yeah, midline gets a midpoint. There was nothing that tipped me over, but I wasn't knocking it too much. You know what I mean?
It was smooth. It just wasn't, there was not like a wow factor to it, but he didn't mess up. So
didn't fuck up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I already see some 3s in the chat. So all right, we're on a good start.
Let's
jump to his second run for Diego. Midline gets a midpoint. I like that. Little wavering there and almost a little straighten. Yeah.
I say the first one was better. I like the attitude of the initiation. If he would have stuck with it.
Yeah. And way different. I see Ethan in the chat talking shit already because he's in this. He just says one. Oh, that's fun. So I'm gonna say honestly, that's like he didn't with the straighten and stuff. For me, yeah, it's hard. I'm like a 1.5 to 2.
I was gonna say 1.5.
Yeah. What's the chat saying? 1.5 and
1.5 and
2s?
2. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 1.95. We're only doing half points.
Not doing that.
Not doing that.
Too much.
No, that's too much for this brain. I can't
Right.
do math that
And
well.
all that math. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna with that straightening stuff. I think we can agree on that 1.5.
Yep.
All right, Cartel. It's kind of neat. They're the first ones that are already getting points for this leaderboard, so I'm pretty stoked. All right.
They're already winning.
Oh shit, Carl.
Carl.
Let's see what you got.
Damn it, Carl.
Damn it.
A little early.
Super hesitant too.
A lot of handbrake to
Yep.
keep it in there.
I like the line that it brought him out to, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just had to initiate a hair later, and then he would have nailed it.
Yeah. Yep. And then even at the end, it was a little like little slooped. Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'm saying
that's
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the early entry that he just went for and stayed in it like at least the whole time.
Right.
Carl, longest e-brake ever. Yeah, that's a rough one too, because I am at 1.5 to 2 as well. Like that's where I would be.
He at least like didn't poof it. He like didn't poof it. He still stayed in it and got to like the right outside line.
I like
he would have been in, but
sure.
Yeah, the handbrake killed it.
It really did. Yeah, let's do 2. I like that. And Caitlin saying about a poll in the chat. Yes. The only thing that sucks is it's really hard to coordinate that stuff with speed since we're really fast. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit here and kind of wait for things. Yeah, James is saying 7. I wasn't watching. Thanks, James. You want to do 2? We're doing 2?
Yeah.
Let's give him a 2. He's got a second run. Let's see if he can spruce it up. I just dropped my pen. Oh, let's do the second
party foul.
run. It was a party foul. Carl's second run. Yeah, he is shooting early. At least he got out there that time. Not as deep as I'd like to see that, but you know, it's interpretation. It was smooth at least.
Right.
On the second
there was less handbrake usage.
There was. I'm still around a 2 to 2.5.
I'm gonna say 2.5 on that one.
Are
like
you?
It was a little better, but not
yeah.
marginally. Like
Ethan is going ham. Where is he? Entry ain't shit. I fucking love, man. This group, they were way too much fun. You want to do 2.5? I'll meet you at 2.5. Looks like the group
2.5.
They're like in the 3s. Yeah. 2.5.
Even Carl said 2.
Yeah, judge yourself. That's how this works. You have to judge yourself then. That's funny. All right, we got the next team. Yellow Fever. Javi up first.
Javi.
Oh,
buddy.
Javi, no. He says, oh, shit. Whoa, Javi. Oh, Javi.
All right.
He says, close your eyes. So, yeah, I'm going to go just because
I'm between that 0.5 and 1. Like,
yeah, I ran out of talent. He's saying in the chat. I think we'll go 1. Well, let's go 1. Let's go 1 to be nice, because these boys
kept it going,
and these boys were fucking. When I say they were lit, they were lit. I could tell they were definitely lit. It was hilarious. And that's kind of, I'll give them that little bit of a credit because
looks like these motherfuckers were drunk. I mean,
yeah, pretty much. And because we fucked up and my thing didn't record the first session and time went even like longer, I'll give them a little bit of leeway. All right, let's see Javi's second run, see if we can pull it together.
Redemption.
Yeah, points are points though. So CJ, you're right. Still putting points down.
There. Okay, I like that energy. Stop straightening.
Oh, I love the aggressive outside.
Still trying to go back out to the three-wheel.
Yep. So entry was on point, like he was getting there. That was almost like
at least the passenger didn't almost fly out of the car, James.
Yeah. Jeez. The straighten and then kind of the rest of the line. It was still, yeah. I mean, I 1.5. Yeah.
1.5 is what I'd go with.
You feel that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, like, I mean, that stuff adds up.
Like how we went side on the initiation, just like falling out of it. It's almost like he had too much grip in the car. Like if he had like aired up, it probably would have just fared better.
Yeah. That's true. I see people, and if you are watching on Instagram, so the Instagram chat, I can see it, and I'm looking back and forth, but the Instagram chat is slightly delayed. If you want to get in, the YouTube chat is popping off right now, so definitely the link is in there. Like, we have it live right now, but you can go back to our story and click on either. I'm sure Barry has it posted, and I'm sure
the YouTube link on my story.
Yep. Exactly. So if you want to get in here, join in, and it'll be a little bit more. We're kind of basing it off of Twitch and YouTube numbers. You know what I mean? Because it's a little bit more up to date. It's faster. Instagram's just sadly just delayed. But all right, let's move on here. We got numbers on the board. Ethan. Yellow Fever. Ethan was talking a lot of shit, so let's see if he fucking throws down.
With the strobes going.
There, that was good.
All right, now we got something.
Going outside. Look at that, right on the line. Okay.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. I really did like the entry was good. Very
good initiation,
smooth.
Good entry.
Yeah.
Decent line. Like it wasn't like he didn't go crazy to the three-wheel section, right, where that would be like points, but
yeah,
it wasn't nothing really I can complain about.
Yeah, it was pretty clean. We got a lot of 3.7s. Now remember, we're going like that would be like a 3.5. You know, we're doing half.
I was going to give it a 3.5.
I honestly, I think a 3.5 would be pretty good. You know, it was definitely out of all the ones we've seen so far was better. You know what I mean? So we'll do 3.5.
If he got into that three-wheel section, it would have been 4+. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yep. Or just super smooth online, like back and forth. Yep. Let's fucking go. Let's see his second run. Ethan, Yellow Fever. Let's go.
That's gonna get flagged.
Come suck it, Carl. That was like, I mean, that's like a mirror image too of that other entry.
Same old.
Is he shallow, though. He didn't get out as far. A little too deep. Okay.
I'd say the first one was better, not by much. I'd give it a 3.
Yeah. It was there. It was definitely there. It was smooth for sure. Are we jumping to a 3? I think we got some in the chat saying 4s, but I'm definitely.
Were we watching the same clip?
Yeah, I see some 3 and a 69, Javi. Yeah, that makes sense. Let me get that. Yeah, I feel a 3 is warranted on that. You agreeing with that?
One. Yeah, I like the first one more.
Yeah, it's still higher points. You know what I mean? Like they're doing pretty good. Yeah. All right.
Remember, moving on. This is solo entry.
Entry. Yep.
It's more so judged on the entry than the line.
Yep. Tiger style, Mr. Darren.
There we go.
Like that's, he was on it. Yeah, the rest is kind of like a freestyle,
Right. As long as they don't completely screw this up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Darren Aaron that was a really good job.
That was good.
That was a good job. The excitement factor wasn't, of course, there. Like the 3-wheel, he didn't go for the crazy, like, here we are, I might die. The risk it for the biscuit didn't really happen, but I really like the wall. I really like his line because it took him out to the line, which we didn't get to see yet, which is, I think that was very, very cool. I'm doing like a 4. Yeah. Yeah. See, because the next part would be, I'd need to see that 3-wheel and then back into line, or
like he kind of went mid after the entry, which is okay, but it just doesn't put you in that top like section.
Yeah.
If he would have just and like got out to that section, it could have been a 5, like with the initiation and everything else. But
yeah. And we got I see a lot of 4s, a lot of 4.5s and 5s. So I think we're not off on the 4,
Yeah.
Nobody's yelling at us. So
let's
check out Darren's second run. With the hood pop.
Nice. I really like the clutch kicks.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I like the way he ended that a little bit better than the last run.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't say a perfect 5. I'd give that a 4.5. It was definitely better than the last one.
There was risk there, which I really like, because going out in that zone, if you've driven this track, it'll fuck you up. Like it can pull you right out. So he was able to get out there. Yeah, I think honestly, I'd agree with a 4.5 as well.
Oh, and he's the controller player too.
He's also, for anybody watching, he's on a controller. Now we won't hold that. We're not going to give him bonus points or anything for that, or also reprimand him for it. But that's something to be said.
It's just a impressive factor that he's doing that while I know how hard I have to chuck my wheel to do that. So I wouldn't even know what to do if I picked up my Xbox controller to do that. So
it takes a lot of practice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a 4.5 as well. I think so. I think we come together, and it looked like chat hit up 4.5 as well. I saw a lot of those pop in really quick. All right, let's move on here. We got Josh Perrin, Jersh from Tiger Style. Biggest angle we've seen so far, for sure.
If he would have initiated a little later, it would have put him on a really good line.
Yeah. The rainbow just is so ridiculous looking on that car.
Yeah, it's not a Miata.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, right. He's in your background too, which is hilarious. Yeah. So I mean, good huck. Yeah, I think
I'm saying mid, like 3 on that one.
Yeah, 3.5. The angle actually screwed him up a little bit. I feel, you know what I mean. That definitely kind of.
He initiated later with that same attitude. It would have worked out better for him, and he would have carried it better through the turn.
Yeah. What's chat saying? We got some 3s, 3.5. I think we're good with a 3. I think we're gonna go 3 is good. You agree with that? Yeah. All right, points on the board. Let's check his second run, Mr. Jersh. I see a Vicky with a 420. Look at that wall ride. That was good.
So he put the tires on the same marks.
Yeah, it could be target fixation too.
Yep.
Yeah, that was definitely better.
Yeah, I like the wall ride on the entry. It takes a lot to get that car to do that too. It's not the easiest car to huck into a entry because it just wants to grip up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm like a 3.5.
I'd say 3.5 on that one too.
Yeah, the rest of it could have been like a little further, or just a different choice of line,
if he went deeper on that, out to the line, then 4.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was still pretty midline after the entry.
Yep. Yeah, he's right there. Like yeah, I think
Yep.
3.5. 3.5, I
Yep.
think would be good. We got a lot of 4s in the
A
chat,
lot of
though.
4s, though.
Lot of 4s, dude. Whoo! I don't know. Yeah,
Do we bump that one up to a 4 just because of the chat?
I think we're gonna have to.
How many
I
were there?
think there's a
1,
it's a
2, 3,
there's
4, 5.
instantly there was
4.5.
a lot of 4s. I'm gonna say since we were at the 3.5, this is how the chat works.
Yep. I'd
He's
say
getting a
bump
4.
it up to a 4 since the chat seems to think so.
They loved it. They loved it. Hell yeah. All right. All right. We got Progressive Car Club. So this is Jake, Ethan spamming a number 2.
I know.
That was a really wild initiation. The way that it worked. It didn't even seem natural. It's so tame sounding too.
I know.
It's like So the initiation was it's a little odd. Like
a lot of handbrake.
It was a lot of handbrake, but it was just like, I don't know, it seemed to stretch really far, but it has so much grip. Like you could see that car has grip, which is pretty wild. But I think the initiation being the long drag and that shallow kind of angle drag.
Yeah, like he didn't go from side to side. He almost started from the right, and that's why he had to take that funky line to keep it going.
Right. Yeah, I'm in the 3.5. Oh, you're at 2.5. Yeah, I was in 3.5 because the rest of the run, I was actually really happy with the smoothness. I was really trying to pay attention to that, the smoothness and the line. What's chat at? I got 6.9.
3.5. I could give it a 3. I would just like to see more of an initiation on an entry contest.
No, sure. If the chat's there, I think maybe we go to 3. You want to do a 3?
See. I mean, there's 3, 3.5.
Yeah, let's come. I'll come down.
We get the 6.9s. It just doesn't help.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, in the chat, have fun, but maybe let's not spam some stuff because we are trying to take it. We're trying to get these numbers in. 169 works. We get it. You know what I mean? Like 69, bro. Nice. Which is funny because our last podcast, Wild Steve did it as a joke on one of our game shows, did 69. That's how he won a limited edition shirt and fucking Karoshi cash and all sorts of shit. Just being silly, but it does work. Blink Auto Fashion with the 1 spamming. Damn. All right. I think we're gonna go. You want to let's equalize that at the 3. Yeah, let's do a 3.
Yeah, I'd say 3. Let him do a redemption run and see if he can make up for it.
Run 2. Let's see what he's got going on here. Now he's going a little out.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
And he's in the danger zone.
That's what we needed to see.
Oh, the danger zone.
I love
it. That's so fucking hard.
Okay, that was one of the better ones so far.
Very aggressive, which I like. And it is wild. So anybody that's watching, again, this is it's freeform. So we're looking for smoothness. If you're taking that risk, which there is a massive risk when you go out that far, it will rock you. There is a nice cambered section that really upsets the car. So it's rough to get out of that and stay smooth. He did stay pretty damn smooth. I'm kind of
4.
Yeah, I was close to a 4. I think we got a lot of 5s and 4s in the chat. A couple 3s, but yeah, I don't know.
He's the only one that really got out to that 3-wheel section and
didn't die.
Chucked the entry in.
Yep.
For that car too, it's 80 horsepower, so it takes a substantial amount of effort. Yeah, I'm confident on my 4 choice.
I think I think I saw a bunch of 4s too, right in the beginning. Let's go. We're gonna go 4. We're gonna go 4. All right.
That was definitely not the same line twice.
Yeah, was not. All right, Cody. Let's see what you got, Cody. Progression Car Club.
Whoa.
kind of like the first boys with the straighten.
Good attitude, but then straighten.
Yeah. Very Cartelgram initiation. On that line in the very end, though, which was nice. But definitely the initiation was soft. Yeah, it was very, very soft. I'm at like a 2.5.
I'd say, yep, 2.5.
The rest of the run is where he got the rest of those points.
For it. Yeah.
Yep. What do we got? Anything in the chat besides some spamming? 2.5.
Just lots of spamming.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I see a couple 2.5s. I think that was good. You know what I mean? Like, that's, again, a 1 is better than 0. So, like, realistically, it all adds up because these guys have 5 challenges and they can fuck it up pretty quick.
I'd rather eat uncooked noodles.
All right, second run. Let's see what happens here.
All right, don't straighten.
Out to the wall.
Damn it.
Yeah, just a little bit, and danger zone. A little straighten to re-flick, and yeah.
I like that he got out there, but he got out there the wrong way.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, you only get 2 runs, you know? Like,
yep.
Shit's gonna happen. Man, that's rough. I'm like 1.5.
I was gonna say 2.
Yeah, so what do we got? I see a 2 in the chat as I look over right now. Couple 2s. Yeah. I'm feeling a 2. I think
it was pretty much similar to like the first 3 or 4 runs anyway.
Yeah. It was, and they were in like the 1.5 to 2.5 range, and that's kind of, it felt like that, like a 2. I think we're gonna balance it at 2. Is that good? Yeah. All right. This is the fun shit now.
Now it's 10 points. Everybody in the chat.
10 points, and it's going to be Diego in the lead, Carl in the chase. They are working together. They are not in competition. It is based on smoothness and proximity and line. I'd like to see him get a little further out and missing those inner clips pretty. Whoa.
Backed out, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst.
Yeah, nobody died. So that's definitely important. Yeah, the liquor was strong on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna say now, this is, again, chat, this is out of 10. They get 2 runs, they have to switch. So this is out of 10. So nobody crashed. They hit a couple boxes, but then they missed a couple other ones. I'm kind of feeling like a 3.
I was gonna say I'm between a 3 and a 3.5.
I'm almost 3.5, to be honest. Like, I could definitely do a 3.5. Now remember, chat,
they made it. Like,
they made it
wasn't
right.
Like a total booth.
No, and there was a couple spots where there was some saves that could have been really bad, and that shows driver control, and I like to see that. You know what I mean? At the very end, there was almost a really bad hit. So remember, chat, this is out of 10, so we're going to give a little bit of time to let you know, you throw it out there. But yeah, I'm going to do, what was it, 3.5? Is that what we said? Yeah. I think we're going to go 3.5, and then let the chat, let that sink in.
3.5 out of 10. Like, it's
out
not
of
3.5 out of 5, you know?
No, exactly.
Totally different bracket.
Yeah. All right, let's check out their second run where they switch. Carl is leading. Diego is giving chase.
There we go.
Very close on initiation.
There we go.
Very nice. A little shallow, but a hit.
Little boop.
Little boops. We like the boops.
They stayed in it.
Yep. And in the wall. I like that he was in the wall. Very very shallow lines, but in it.
Okay. Oh.
Nakamura line to catch up.
Cutting through.
Yep. I love the aggressiveness, though. Like,
Nakamura,
that was,
think.
Yeah. Very aggressive to stay in it, and that means a lot too. Yeah, I'm actually at the same. I'm in the same number scheme. I'm in a 3.5 again. Like, to be
I was gonna
honest.
say 4. Like,
Were you?
they were a little closer.
They were
at least
really
transitioned
close.
like right bumper to bumper. So
yeah.
they at least, I'd say, stepped it up a notch.
Mm-hmm. And again, everybody, so if you're watching this, like as we're doing this, because there's gonna be several parts, so I'm sure everybody that's watching now will hopefully keep coming back and helping us do this and having fun watching and stuff. So you'll get used to judging as well. Even cutting through that line, like to be able to catch back up, like we're not like docking you that bad. Like it's twin, you know what I mean? Like they're there, they're doing the damn thing. You want to do 4?
I'd say 4. Yeah.
All right, I'm cool with 4. Let's do 4. Looks like we're moving on now. The next team, Yellow Fever. Javi in lead, Ethan in chase.
Get in there. Oh, whoa.
No, Javi. I love how out there he was. Then, yeah, he just kind of broke down a little bit. A little bit of a straighten. Ethan's gunning. Oh, we got contact. He whips it right into the box, though, back. I like that. That's funny. Those boys were wild. So that was a wild run. I'm going to say a 2, to be honest. There was just a lot going on. Some straightening. There's some stuff that I did like to see. Yeah, he almost spun. Yeah, I'm going... Yeah, 7 beers deep at this point. Ethan said.
I was going to give it a 1.5 myself.
Okay, so I mean, honestly, if you're at 1.5 and I'm at 2, I see a lot of 1.5s, in there in the chat. 0.5s. You know what? We'll come down. We'll go chat. You know what I mean? They can bring us down too. Yeah, so I'm a little high. They can definitely. That's what we want. We want them to sway. So yeah.
God, Carl.
What's he saying? Is he talking?
Asian driver, no survivor.
Oh, Carl. So we're gonna go Yellow Fever with a 1.5. All right, let's move on here to their second run.
They switch it up.
Yep. Ethan's going to be leading. Javi's going to be following. A lot of distance there, but Javi looks like he's coming in to make up for it. Oh.
Trying.
Ooh.
Cutting class to get in there. Whoa, Javi. You just see him go.
Oh, Ethan's still in it. Yo, that second clip was really good, Ethan. Like, the line was gorgeous there. All right, so, yeah. This is the only time you're going to see a replay when there's funny shit that happens. Oh, nice. I love the wheels. Look at the fucking wheels.
Yard sale.
Yard sale. All right. So, I mean, realistically, you both have to finish, even if there was some straightening. I'm going to say a 0. You know 0. What I mean?
Yeah,
it's just a 0. But hey, entertainment. Went for the fucking, the kick flip to fucking nollie grind. I love it. I fucking love it. Let's go for ride-alongs. All right. Next group. Good old Tiger style. Darren is lead. We got Josh Perrin in chase. A little deep.
A little wide. Almost pulled away from his homie going that wide.
Yeah. Proximity's good, though, so far. I'd like to see them both together. Yeah, I'd like to see them both hitting those zones at the exact same time.
Ooh. With the triple tap.
So with that ending, I feel like honestly they were on the right path to getting a fairly decent score, but that ending kind of hits it down a little
Bump them
bit.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm between like a 4 and a 4.5. What do we got in the chat? We got a bunch of 5s. I mean, the bump like was saved. That's a big thing too, is that control once you're hit. We got a shit ton of
I think
5s.
5 out of 10.
You want it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is why the chat's here. Tiger style, we're going 5. Let's see the switch up now. We got Josh in the lead, Mr. Jersh, and Darren in chase. Tiger style. Big angle on that fucking initiation. Puts him in the wrong line, though, I feel. But they're holding it together. Get him back. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that was pretty good.
There's a lot of stuff that could have went wrong during that run.
Compared to the last run, I'd say that was a little bit better.
A little bit better. Yeah, a little bit better. I'm not super excited about it, you know what I mean? Like the line, some of those boxes could have been deeper, I feel. Like could have hit
5.5. Like I wouldn't go a lot higher.
Yeah.
The ending,
yep,
give it a little bump up for me.
Yeah, and we got some 5.5s and some 6s. So the first zone was definitely like blown past, but
right.
He had the zones turned off. Ethan said, Ethan's brutal. I fucking love it. I could do 5.5. I mean, we got some 5.5s in there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do a 5.5. They were there. Not as much like big angle to slow down and like get some weird lines from that. So
not like how we were driving
it. Progression Car Club. We got Jake and good old Cody. Let's see what happens here. Ooh. Oh, but he's still in it. See, I like that, staying in it. Oh, the straight
is kind of grip racing behind him.
Yeah.
Oh no. Went off, straighten.
Still there though. I like that they're trying. You know what I mean? Like instead of just giving up, like stay in it. And the little push at the end, I like that. Yeah, I mean, kind of rough. I mean, it was pretty rough. I'm like 2.5.
Yeah, right there.
2.5. Just all over the place a little bit. Like if it was a little smoother,
like
I think it would.
Maybe 2. I mean, the G was just struggling in the chase.
Yeah.
Like the lead car did pretty much what he had to do, but the chase kind of pulled him down.
Yeah, and you can almost like break it down like that. Like if lead car is like has 2.5 points, chase car has 2.5 points. If they're both running together fairly good, it's like a decent line. There's like a 5. If they're really close and there's like some of your bonus points, like you can kind of look at it, in different ways. But no, they were, I think, yeah. What are we saying? 2.5?
I'd say 2.5.
2.5. What do we got in the chat? I see some 2s, 2.5s. I think Cody. Is Cody is giving himself shit?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's 2.5. I think that's some points. That's some points on the board for sure. All right, let's check out the second run where they get the switch. Cody's leading. Jake and Chase. Oh, wow. Almost. Oh, it looked like it was on, like, gonna be on point,
And then it just dove forward.
Yeah.
I like that wide line there. Made up for it a little.
Way too wide there, but.
Whoa.
Oh, we got some sniffing butts. It kind of put him back, which is kind of funny. To me, that run almost is like the same.
I was gonna say 2.5.
Like
again.
another 2.5. Yeah, that big boop was kind of like brings me down to like a 2, to be honest. And the missing of those inner clips, yeah, they're just really far out on those. But I'd still like to see 2. You know what I mean? They deserve points because they made it through. You know, and they stayed together. It was just all over the place. If we can agree on 2,
yeah,
I think I
still
saw
out
a
of
couple
10.
2s.
Like
exactly.
That 2 isn't like up their score. So
right. All right. So that was the first part, and now we're getting into the second part. So so far this is really fun. I want to take a little break here just to drink some water and say thank you to everybody that's already hanging out with us. We have 3 more challenges to go through, and we've stayed steady around 50 watching live and a bunch in the Instagram on and off. So this is very, very cool. Yep, we appreciate that. Everybody helping out, like, it means a lot. This is really, really fun. James is saying you're welcome.
it's all him.
It's all James. It's all James. Thank you, James. Let's dive into the next, my favorite. And are we ready? Yeah, of course, Ethan. No, thanks for hanging out. This is really, really fun. Let's check out this, which is just, this challenge is just fucking hilarious.
So should have been pink.
Yeah. I'm going to stop really quick just before. Yeah, I should have made it a pink Porsche next time. Just so everybody knows in the chat. So again, this is solo runs. They get 5 points each. And if they hit the Porsche at all, it's a 0. It's washed. Okay. You got some lines. It is out of 5, the closest. You know, anything in the boxes, we're going to give some points, of course, even if they're weird angles and shit. But yeah, just pay attention. This is actually really, really fucking fun and hilarious. First up, Diego, Team Cartelgram.
This is one thing that I really want to try in real life now.
Yeah, right? Boop. Ooh. So the thing that sucks is I'm pretty sure that counts as a hit.
It seemed like he hit. It just like stopped it.
It's a hitbox thing. I'm pretty sure with the N style car because of the angle, the hitbox still hit it, like which the corner sucks. Of it. Yeah, it does suck though. You know what I mean? Because I'd like to know for sure, but in Assetto, we have to take in for those facts. And if people are practicing this before the challenge, they'd kind of know where they can put their car. So I'm going to call that a hit, and that's a 0.
The car wouldn't have shook like that if it didn't hit. So
right. Yep. And yeah, the hitbox is tricky. It's one of those things where I kind of that's car choice and practice. You're going to know, you know, and if you're sideways
if it was to more 90 degrees, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, yep. Let's jump into the next one here. Second run. Team Cartelgram. I don't even want to know what that means. It's probably something weird. Knowing Carl and them boys. This is almost better to play it safe. Whoa. All right, so I'm gonna say, oh, I fucked up. He's in
dove in at it, like kind of like forced it to get closer.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's not completely 90, but again, in the box, I'm gonna say. And this is out of 5 again. So 1.5.
I was going to give it a 2. Like
2, 1 point. Yeah. I mean,
he's still in there, like past the halfway.
Yeah.
But definitely
I think
could have improved on that.
Yeah. I really like to see that verticalness. You know what I mean? So anything off of that, I veer a little bit. So we got a lot of 2s and even some 3s in the chat. So I think me and you can go. I was 1.5. I'll bring it up to a 2. I think that'll be pretty fair. Everybody else in the chat seems to be hitting the 2. So 0 on the first, 2 on the second. All right, we got Carl's run up next. Let's see what he throws in here. The audio of just cars like in the background just at Oh,
a little twitch in there.
Yep. So this is where
not
I'd go back
nearly
to
as close.
like a 1. It's a point. It's in the box. In it, like the back wheel is almost not in the box. So being in, I'm like a 1.5.
I'd say 1.
Yeah. What Carl? Damn it. I see a bunch of 1.5s. I see a couple 1s. I see more 1.5s than I do see 1s.
Well,
I think we're gonna jump it. You want to jump it?
Yeah, do 1.5.
All right, 1.5 is
He
in.
could 0 the next run.
Exactly. Ethan saying 00. I love the wind. I made it really windy, so I got rid of the smoke. But it actually looks kind of cool. Bang!
0.
That was an easy one. Dang, Carl. All right, let's see what Javi got.
Right into it.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't fucking around.
Whoa, Javi.
Javi with a 0. See what Javi's got on his second run. So I did do some editing to slow it down, but then I ended up changing that on the next pair because there was like no need.
I was gonna say this thing looks like it's flying.
Yeah, it does have some speed, doesn't it?
Whoa.
So he's out of the box, and it sucks because just like another little, 12 inches to the right. Yeah. So I'm going to say 0.5 because he's 90 and he's there, that's what I would say. Everybody, it would be a 0, but like, honestly, I would do a 0.5 just because I don't know. I'm feeling nice.
He got the gist of it.
Got the gist of it. And at the first run, he fucking absolutely just destroyed. Destroyed it. But does anybody feel that's warranted in the chat? A 0.5?
Even Javi said 0.
Yeah, I mean, if everybody's saying 0, then I just we people are saying it's fair.
2 feel bad for him. 3 is 0.5. The rest are 0s.
I feel like only because I'd like to see the perpendicular. 0.5.
Like,
we're going 0.5.
He at least did what he's supposed to do. You just got to get closer without hitting the car.
Yeah. Well, because everybody else is always like, I mean, so far they've been on a very crazy angle or whatever, Yeah, let's do this. Ethan, yellow fever. Let's see what you got, buddy. Yeah, the hardest part about this is being that 90, like right up beside of it. If you've ever tried it.
Yeah, because you have to.
That's what happens a lot.
Start at the back, and you have to ride that wall to stay 90 and get close.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happens if
all the time
aren't 90.
Yeah, or the nose in too.
Yep.
Wheels like just outside of it. Other wheels are in a little too deep. I would just go 1.
I'd say 1,
1.5. Like got a lot of 2s. We got a lot of 2s, so that makes me think that we got to go 1.5. You know what I mean?
The back end is like somewhat there, but the angle is just so far off. Like,
right? Yeah. What do you think? Do we go with the chat? I got a lot of 2s in there. 1.5.
I'd say go 1.5.
Meet them a little bit. All right. Which is funny because right now between those 2 pairs, they're almost like equal. Like it's gonna be pretty rough. Nobody scores really, really good in this, I don't think. All right, Ethan's second run. Let's see.
Much better.
Much better. Yeah. Out of 5, that's a good like 3.5.
I'd say, yeah, I'd say at least a 3.
Yeah, maybe.
He didn't use a lot of handbrake. He used like an appropriate amount of handbrake.
Mm-hmm.
Could be
got
closer,
a lot of 3s.
But...
Yeah, I got a lot of 3s. So my 3.5, I'll bring down to 3. You know what I mean? Honestly. Yeah. All right. Ethan with a 3 on his second run. Let's move over to Tiger Style. Mr. Jersh is going up first. Look at how bright the car's just glowing.
Beam of light.
And the underglow.
Like a light bulb.
Right.
Whoa.
All right, Jersh with a 0 on his first run. James is asking with the hitboxes, how much better can you actually get? You can get it literally right aside of it, depending on your car choice.
Yep.
I've done it. I've done all this just to to make sure too. Bang!
Double 0.
Jersh. Let's see if Darren can get some points on the board here. Tiger Style. Yeah, the hitboxes are really good 90 degrees. It's the corners that suck,
Yep.
That's where it'll fuck you up. All right, Dare. Whoop. All right, so that is our closest and the most 90 so far. So I'm at like a 4.
I was gonna say 3.5 to 4.
Yeah, the highest we've given so far was a 3, and that was just over a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to remember, there's still a lot of room between those cars.
Yeah, but they can still get a 4.5 or a 5.
Yes,
which would fill up the rest of that gap, I would say.
Exactly. Yeah, and like I said, the highest we've given so far was a 3 for Ethan, and he was just on the other side of that line. So I'm saying 3.5, 4. It looks like a lot of 4.5s in there, but I see a couple like a 4 is fair. I'm so biased on the thumbstick kid. Ethan, settle down. Takeover Simulator Challenge is next month. Yeah, James, settle down. I think 4. I think 4 is very.
I'd say 4.
Proper.
If the whole car was in the lines and it wasn't like side by side, I'd say that's a 4.5. If they're like dead on right next to it, then that's a 5.
Yeah. And I like. I mean, he did good. That was a very good run.
Because it is also a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, very hard. I suggest everybody download the track if you have Assetto and play around. It's really fun. Oh. So being that, yeah, I mean, he's like forward and not really in the box. And you can see from the cone in front of the Porsche how much room you have, like, extra that I gave that would still kind of count. So that's really far forward. That's like a half a car. So I almost like, yeah, I'm like a
1.
I was like 1.5, 2, just something like that. What do we got? We got a lot of 1s and 2s. So
it's like, so if you look at the headlight, the back of the car is almost like in front of the Porsche too.
It's very far forward. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely out. I say, I mean, we got a lot of 2s and 1s. Do we do 1.5?
1.5
because of chat? 1.5 because of chat.
Call it in the middle. Yep.
That's why they're here. We love them.
Chat points.
Chat points will prevail. All right. Cody is up next from Progression Car Club. Let's see what you got, Cody. I'm pretty sure this is like a replica of his real car, too, I think he said. Like, it's almost exactly the same. Oh.
Almost had it.
That's something though. That's something, if you get in there at least. So, I'm like a 1.
I was gonna say 1.5.
Yeah, I could do 1.5 for sure. Cause I'm on the fence because of the wheels, but like
Both-
technically that makes up the point. Yeah. The
Both
0.5.
are in that first row at least.
Right. That's true.
You know?
Yeah. That is true. He's on point to almost being a 2 if that back wheel would have came
If it
in.
was
So
more, yep.
yeah. All right. I know Rio's gonna clip that. Let's do 1.5. Is that what we said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5. And it's out of 5 points.
Out of 5 points, everybody. Yep. All right. Let's see what is going to prevail on the next run. Second run for Cody. Progression Card Club. Let's see. Thank you, Carlin. Bless you too. Bless your heart. And 1 point is better than nothing. So, and right there.
Better.
Oh yeah, better. He's moving up. So, but see, I think people need to realize that I was going to say like a 2. So, but the best part about this is it's only out of 5 and that adds up. So a 1 is definitely better than nothing. Like that's going to add up. I see a lot of 2s. So far. 1, 3, from him. I like that he's judging. I like that he's helping out. Push it, buddy. Push it. I think 2 is fair.
I wouldn't be mad about it, 2.
I think
it could have been
fair.
Closer. I just like that how much he improved over the first one.
Yeah.
More so.
Yeah. No, for sure. And it's points. So, that's already 3.5, out of they're doing good. All right, total. Let's go. Let's move on.
Here's
progression.
The fun one. Oh, we're still on here.
Mr. Jake, yeah. We got one after Jake, the crazy stuff. Yeah, all these boys were so much fun to hang out with online. It's like you forget that you're like even doing a competition. You're just like chilling, It's like just hanging out with friends. It's so fun.
Is this a hybrid game here?
It sounds like it. Ooh, so that's a rough one.
Just the tip.
Just let me tease this box a little bit. Tickle. Yeah.
0.5. Like I wouldn't say it's a 0.
Yeah, I mean he's not super. If he was over to the right more, the front wheel still would have been in. Like I would have
immediately got like 4.5s too.
Really? Then that's it. Yep, we're getting a 0.5. Hey, that adds up. That could be a breakaway. So that could literally make or break something. So yeah, let's fucking go. 0.5 it is.
Carry on.
Carry on my wayward son. All right, second run. CJ's in the chat saying, I tried this challenge. It's a bitch. It is hard. It's really fucking hard. That's why it's so cool to see, even just getting points. There we go. Skirt. So it's that like the twist
like
of the car.
Same exact thing as the last one. Like,
right.
Almost like, does that one get another 2?
Yeah, I mean it's close. Honestly, it's basically in that 1.5-2 range. I see a lot of 1.5s, a couple 2s. He gave himself a 0, I think. Don't do that. You want 2 tires. I mean, he's in the box. So like realistically, I'm saying I would almost go a 2 to be honest, but there's so many 1.5s.
There's a lot of 1.5s.
We
have to go with the chat.
We have to go with the chat for sure. All right, now we move on to, and I want to explain something. This is my favorite part. This next challenge is fucking hilarious and fun. So I had a problem while doing some of the editing to get the overhead view stuff to work. So I decided to go a little bit more fun. Since we didn't do this in any other challenges, I'm using outside cameras. Every single run in this next challenge is done from the chase car only. And it gives you that perception. And this is our proximity challenge. So in this proximity challenge, it's as if you're riding shotgun, in the drift car. You're actually in the driver's seat, but you'll see. But yeah, it's going to give you that feeling of how far somebody is in front. And remember, they have to be together to get these points. This is going to be another lead, chase, lead. You swap roles, and it's 10 and 10 points. So when we judge this, it's out of 10. This is a very long run. Okay, it's a roundabout. And it's very difficult. So we have to take that in mind. If there is fuck ups and stuff, not that we're giving any crutches, but like we've driven this ourselves. And I know a lot of people in the chat have probably driven this themselves. So you're going to understand how fucking hard this is. But yeah, one of those things where if you make it down alive, you did okay. You know what I mean? Like we're okay with that. So let's get to this. I can't wait to watch this. I like that I have this like paused. All right. 40 in Twitch chat. What is up, my dude? All right, we got Diego in lead, Carl in chase. Carl with the straighten. Oh. I actually really like this
jazz hands.
Yeah, he's proximity's not super bad though. Like for starting us off already. Oh. Whoa. It's so sketchy.
Once you get offline, it's so hard to just get back and stay there without fucking it up again.
Oh yeah. James, be nice to Brian in the chat.
And it's like you're using every switch and button.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. It's rough.
Brake, gas, steering, handbrake.
Cartelgram, first run. So again, this is out of 10. I'm going to base this off of they made it down alive. There was a lot of sketchy moments, but they kind of kept proximity. It wasn't where I would like to see it, like super close, but they kept the same distance apart. And honestly, the chat's already hitting it on the head. I was going to say 4. And that's literally, this is fucking awesome. I love when like people's heads are in the exact same
We actually
game.
all like see the same thing. Yeah. We're not like having to like question what's going on. Like, are we just wrong?
No,
like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's fucking wild. So they made it down alive. There was some wobbling and stuff, but like it's such a long track that like it's mainly about getting down alive. So I think the chat is right. I think we're gonna do a 4. We're definitely gonna do a 4. So
yeah, and it's a 4 out of 10. Like
4 out of 10,
not a 4 out of 5, which is a whole different spectrum.
Carl in lead, Diego in chase. Little wavering in the beginning, and that happens almost to everybody.
That's fine. Like, yeah, it's hard for the chase driver to judge when the lead driver is going to enter because it's not a straight entry. Like you're entering into a turn, and you're not like driving the wall.
Right.
Yeah, I like the proximity more on this one.
Yeah, starting to pull away.
The car doesn't have as much angle. The lead car almost straightened and like pulled away from him.
Yeah.
And then it made him like start messing up and going all around to try and fix it. Ooh.
Whoa, man. Very. They made it. It got a little sloppy towards the end there, a little bit more so, I'd say. Proximity was better though in the beginning half was better for the long haul, you know what I mean? But at the end there was some pulling away.
Just a little more choppy. I'd say it's 3.5. Like,
and let's see what the chat says. Fucking 3.5. You guys are good, you know. Maybe we don't even do this. We don't. Let's fucking go. Honestly, 3.5. I'd sell. Yeah, Cartelgram with a 3.5 to start us off. Let's move because this is hard. You know, this is a very hard challenge. So 3.5 is good. Those are good points still. So
yeah, you have Assetto, but you got to try this with someone because it's just a whole different type of challenge that you're not used to. And
Whoa.
And it's not a perfect circle either. So like as you go down, it changes, and you got to adapt to every change. Like that's
Ethan in the lead for Yellow Fever. Hobby struggling in the back, and this is why I chose this view too. It shows you the distance he has to try to make up now, you know? And Javi's trying. He's going for it.
He didn't give up.
He didn't die either, but boy, he's going inside too for speed.
He didn't really communicate it either. Like, he could have just been like, hey, like,
slow down.
Wait for me. His homie's just on the gas the entire time.
Ethan's just like, I'm out.
Bye.
And Ethan killed it. Ethan did good. I could tell. Ethan, he was online, and that was rough. Yeah. That's really rough. The bobble in the front, like, I'm gonna knock that, of course, but I'm not gonna give it like a completely. We said before, and if you watched our previous videos, a big crash would indicate a 0.
Yeah.
A crash-ish that saves it is still warranted for something in this because of how hard this challenge is.
I'd give them a 1. Like, they both still made it to the bottom.
I was honestly thinking like 1, and I see what do we got? It's out of 10. We got some 0s, we got some 0.5s, we got some 1.5s. Yeah, I think a 1 would be warranted. You know what I mean? And that's good. Just, you know, it's still a point. It's still a point. Got Gapplebees. Yeah, that happened. Let's do. It looks like
a couple more 1s rolling in. Yeah, I'd say 1.
I think a 1's good for their first run. Now they're switching it up. Obvious lead. Ethan is in chase. I really like this view. I just think it looks so cool too. This is starting off way better. Javi on the dangerous line on the outside.
Right. You can tell that thing's fast.
Yeah.
Like, it looked fast in the table challenge, but now I can really see it.
Yeah. Keeping about the same distance, which is pretty good. Ethan, whoa, buddy.
Good save, maybe a little left foot brake. Saved him right there.
Yeah. And remember, looking for the cones. There's a cone ending. So, right there's the cone. Javi, literally, we watched this, and Javi did spin after the cone because that is the shutdown. So don't worry, he didn't spin, right before it, so we don't count that. It was clean. They got down, but there was a lot of gap.
Of gap. I'd say 1.5. Like, it was a little better than the last one. Like,
okay,
but
I'm actually higher than that for this one. I was like a 2. Like, I was like a 2, 2.5.
Of it, yeah, I could see that.
You could do like a 2. What does chat say? Chat's at 2. A lot of 2s. I saw 2 to 3. Yeah, I would probably do like a 2. They made it down. They were together, just spread apart. You know what I mean? Like, I would have liked to see that gap, and that's one thing that's
still out of 10. Like,
still out of 10.
Also, got to just keep that in mind too.
Correct. Yeah. We got Tiger Style. Darren's in lead. Jersh is in chase. Oh, flick entry.
There we go.
Oh.
Now we're talking.
Look at the neon shining on the car. Ooh, boy.
One tap and it is over.
Yep. Yeah, right. Sends him off.
With that wing, like, the wing sticking back too.
Oh yeah, shining, just lighting up that door with those neons. Woo, okay. Church. All right, you guys are showing off.
All right.
And made it over the line. Made it over the line.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, that's up there. That was I could.
That's probably one of the better ones we're even going to see here. Like,
I mean, it's fucking hard. I from driving this personally, even with you, me and you have driven this, and we've had some good sections, but like the whole time,
not the whole time, like that. Like,
yeah,
I'd give that a 9. Like,
I was going to say
a little less wavering, and it would been a 9.5, 10 all day. Like, proximity wise, easy 9.
Yeah, that's pretty. What is chat? We got 8, 8.5s. We got a 10.
Got
we
a
got a
couple 9.5s coming
9.5.
in.
We got 9.5, 9.5. We got 9.5
the
from
people did like it.
Yeah, and we got 9.5 from people that are in this competition. So you know what I mean? Like that's I see some 9s. Let's do a 9. You said 9, right?
We're between 9 and 9.5. Yep.
I think a 9. The chat wants a 9. You know, we're going 9.69.
I feel like 9.5 and 10 have to be like pushing.
Insane.
You know,
insane.
Yeah. Like
right.
10 is like you're touching like the whole like the majority of the run.
Yeah, and we had that conversation.
That was good, but I don't think it was like perfect, you know.
Yeah. Also, you got to remember we said in our previous videos that like the top score, like there's that excitement factor where it needs to be something insane where they're just touching the whole time or riding that outside wall and that close. So yeah, keep that 9.5, that 10 for like something insane. But that was still amazing. Like they did really good. I was really happy for them.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 is still crazy on this map.
Yeah,
I was not expecting to see that tonight.
No. All right, Josh, Jersh in lead, Darren in chase.
Let's flip them around and go again.
Yep.
Get in there.
Get in. It's that transmission whining. These boys must have been practicing this.
They only practiced this. I love the lights on his gloves now.
The lights, glowing. Yeah, it's sick.
And you can see like it fades away when he pulls away a little bit. Like you can see it, like the lights kind of go out.
I really like changing it to this view. Yep. It gives you more excitement. It's more a sense of like, you know, there's the tipping point. So that was it.
They feel really good. A lot of like surge up, surge like fall back, surge in, fall back.
Yeah. I'm down to like an 8.
I was going to say 7.5.
7.5. Yeah, I'd say maybe 7.5 too. I'm being, you know, what do we got? 9.5 again. Another 9.
That was a 9.
An 8.
Like compared to the run before that, I don't think it was the same thing.
The smoothness. I think that we were missing that smoothness. Yeah. I would definitely 7.5.
7.5 or 8. Like either one, because they were still right there. He didn't touch them at all, at least from what I could see. Neither of them straightened at all. Like they did everything that they had to do. It was just it wasn't like the cleanest thing that they could have done.
Right. We got a lot of 8s though. They're in there. They're yelling at us. Last entry was better and more consistent proximity. Yeah, it definitely the previous one was like right in the pocket. You know what I mean? Like the whole time. A little bit less. Got 9.5 from Cody. Dude, you're supposed to give yourself higher scores. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Barry? What do you want to give him?
Throw an 8 on there.
Chat's all over the place. So,
I know.
But they're going higher. They're going
higher. The chat seemed to like that one a lot. So that's why I'm saying go with an 8.
All right. That's what we're doing. Tiger style so far.
Good pair. Like back to back that they did very good together.
Yeah. Looks like we got an 8 on the board. So Tiger style so far absolutely really killing this challenge so far. Now we got our boys in Progression Car Club. Jake is in lead, Cody is in chase. Our first left-hand drive.
Yeah, which is almost a deficit on this one because you're only on like passenger side from the chase. Like as a right-hand driver, you can literally look out the window.
Yeah, you can see it.
Or you can look out the window and see how far away you are.
Yep.
Where this, you're kind of like, you kind of half tucked to then get that like feel.
Hitting that inside curb is dangerous, but he's doing it and not really super phased, so that's impressive. keeping good proximity too. Very, very like the same proximity. A little bit of a waver, some straightening. And there's the end.
Not the best, not the worst. I'd say a little better than mid. Like they weren't that far apart.
No, they weren't. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, very smooth. I saw the catch up points. I definitely saw the curb. You know, those curb hits are brutal. Like,
oh yeah,
they will throw you out of there. I'm definitely around the 7 mark for that.
I was gonna give it a 6.
Okay, let's see what we got. We got 6, 6.5s. I got a 7, 7, 6, 2, 7. So it looks like a 6.5 would
being
be
6 and 7, and with the chats being 6.5. I say split the difference in 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5 sounds good. Progression with a 6.5. Let's get it. Yeah. All right. Now let's flip these boys around and see what they throw down. This view is definitely a nice chill.
Like sitting down here.
Yep.
Look at the handbrake.
Oh yeah, it's like fucking up there. A little bit of wavering.
Whoa. Stayed in it. Nice.
This gives you such an extreme view of it. I love it. Another left-hand drive too. On it though. He's on him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely on. Oh, we got wheels in the car.
Yeah. Tough
see that?
Double tap.
Very good hits though. And again.
He's helping him down now.
Oh God.
You can see the G35 was like going forward, but he saw it coming.
Fuck.
The aggression factor on that one was way up there. Like,
so yeah, honestly, I feel like if they would have made it down at least, I would have given some little bit of bonus points for them just fucking killing each other. The worst fucking track to kill each other is like you are just bumping and grinding into death, you know? So yeah, I honestly, even though they died right before the beginning, I'd almost still want to give them a 1.
Right.
Just because
for the attitude of going at it and not giving up.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I think, you know what? And if anybody has any disagreements with that, I think they almost made it. They're warranted.
Yeah, they earned a 1.
They definitely got 1.
I think it was better than a 0. Like
definitely better than a 0. They don't deserve that. Yeah,
no.
As James says, the X factor. Also, James, look at your fucking your like YouTube picture profile. It is so adorable. Yeah, they were killing it though, and then it's great though. Even after we were done doing this and we all were jamming and stuff, everybody's just having a good time. I absolutely
that
love
got
Assetto.
crazy because we had like 8 people at the same time going down it, and we actually did it like 4 times in a row.
All right, next challenge.
All right, back to 5 points.
Yep. And again, yeah, we'll talk about that really quick. Just since this is the first episode, this is a Backy challenge. It is freeform. They can enter wherever they want. It's it's show us something fucking crazy. They got 2 runs per person, you know, and then of course it's 20 points per the pair. This is definitely one of those ones where it's going to be hard to judge, but you just got to look at it overall and just look for something extreme, look for something fun. This is almost considered almost like a bonus section in a way. You know what I mean? Because this is like it's either you're zeroing out or making it, just making it. So let's see what fucking happens here. But yeah, we got 5 points per, and it looks like
everyone was in low power cars too. So it's not like it's VDC cars where you can just half throttle the whole straight and then just throw it in. Like you have to just throw it as hard as you possibly can.
Yep. But again, they get to choose the car. So yeah. We got Diego throwing in first from Cartelgram. Big entry. I like that. Like big flick.
Woo. Nice. Thought he was going to fly off into the grass
Same.
for a second.
Yeah. And then the rest of it's kind of not, it's mainly that entry.
Yep.
This is going to go by real quick. So Diego with that big flick, and then he got backwards. It turned into a little bit of a J. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to see backwards with a really smooth rolling,
like swoop around into it. Yeah.
But he didn't really go. Even if he went past it, it was still sick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going like a 2.5.
I was gonna say 3. Like,
yeah, like I'm going like a 2. And I mean, I don't know what everybody else is saying, but like it was aggressive, and this is very like it's hard. It's hard.
We got a 2, a 4, a 3.
Oh, this one's gonna be rough. This is gonna be really rough.
There's not much to base it off of yet, so it's hard to say.
Sure. Yep.
He did throw it in, like went at it. Good initiation, and at least got backwards at some point.
Yeah.
That's why I went with a 3 and not a 2.5.
Okay. So, and I'm seeing a bunch of 3s now starting to pop up. I see there is a 4 and a 2, and you said a 3, and I said 2.5, right?
Yep.
Then that means let's go to 3. I see a couple more 3s popping in. Diego with a 3. Good job. Diego's second run. And yes, it's 5 points per run, so 20 per team. Woo! See, like that was smoother than the J. I really like that.
And didn't really slow down either.
No. Yeah.
Like, even though he touched the grass, he still got out of it pretty quick.
Right. Yeah, because the grass will definitely fuck you, like big time in this game. Granted, this is a track I made. The grass is a little grippier than most tracks because as an IRL real drifter, grass is not ice skating, I'm going like a 3.5.
I say 3.5.
Yeah.
It wasn't like marginally better than the last one. It was a little bit better, but it also like you could definitely like there's still 4, 4.5, and a 5. I don't think it was quite a 4.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't touch the grass and went just on that outside line and stayed there, then I would have called it a 4.
Yeah. I see a lot of 3s, a lot of 3.5s, a couple 4s. What are we thinking? 3.5?
I'd say 3.5 on that
3.5. Diego with a 3.5 because the chat is pumping. I love it. All right. We got Carl with his first run from Team Cartelgram. He's going in fast, and he's in the dirt. Oh, Carl, no.
Didn't really get backwards in that either.
Didn't get backwards. Yeah. I'm at like there was an entry there, but it was, it was just kind of meh. I'm 0.5.
0.5. Yeah, it is out of 5.
5, almost a 0, but like, he did, 0.5 didn't die.
Didn't die. That's how I feel about it too.
Yeah, Carl's getting a 0.5. Yeah, I like that. All right, Carl's second run here for the evening.
There we go. Straight
fell out of it. Yeah. Yeah, that one's a little rough. He had more aggression on the first one, which is kind of where that 0.5 fell. That one after falling out of it. I
don't want to say 0 on that one. Like it's just too straightened after the initiation point.
Yeah. I think this is such a hard challenge too. The zeros are going to have to be really off. Yeah. So what are we thinking? We got a lot of 0.5s.
There's enough 0.5s in the chat. I'd say the chat judges could give it a 0.5.
I think so too. I mean, honestly, it would be a crash or a completely off in the grass to be 0
or
a spin. Off. Yeah. Because this is hard. This is definitely. Let's go. All right. Moving over. Javi, yellow fever. See what goes transpires here. Big huck. Backwards, a little bit of a straighten. But he made it. Though. He's not dead, you know? Yeah, it was almost a backy. It was more of a 90, I feel, like a 90 drag, but still pretty decent huck. Javi, I'm definitely getting points on the board. I like the line. The line was there. I would say if we're getting into the 3.5s and the 4s, it has to be backwards. It's a backy challenge.
I was gonna say a 3. Like
I'm almost a 3. Yeah,
he threw the entry in well and like went to 90 quickly, but
yes,
it wasn't a backy challenge. So
right. Yeah, if it was an smooth entry challenge, you know what I mean? A little different, but the goal is to get at least backwards. This is kind of like when you watch FD Japan when they were trying to do the backy challenge and nobody was backwards. It was very sad. It was very sad. But you know, we got some actual backies. But yeah, I would say Javi hitting to that 90 quick. I'd say 3 is fair. What do we got in the chat? We got some 2s, a lot of 3s. I think we got a couple 3s in there too. You know what, Javi, we're gonna hit you with that 3. Almost there, literally, like a couple more degrees backwards, and then digging out, he would have been up in like a 3.5, 4, you know, depending on the line. Let's check out Javi's second run now.
Real late initiation on that. There we go.
And he's deep in the grass, but he went pretty deep. That time, at least it looked like he got backwards.
A little backwards.
Backwards. Went a little deep, and then it turned into too deep going off. So in my eyes, we're kind of at like a 2.5 range because of that off. But he stayed in it, and it was smooth. So that's why I would even consider giving some of those points going up. Like you know what I mean? That makes. What do we got in the chat?
2.5s rolling in.
I mean, if we're going to get an abundance, 2.5 is what. Javi, you're getting a 2.5, buddy. Yeah. He had it was quick to angle again. You know, a little later, but let's see what Ethan got. I saw Ethan came back. He left for a little bit and he came back in the chat. Very backwards. Oh, Ethan. You kind of have to just go for it, though. Like, fuck it.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing else that you can do there.
No, yeah, exactly. He was on line. Well, not line, but he was
like on par
to get a really good. Yeah. But since he's mowing, he got pretty much 4 off. Good effort, but I'm going to say that's an actual 0.
That's a 0.
We would have to zero.
That's what we don't want to see.
Yeah. Yep. But good. I mean, the effort is there because you got to fucking go nuts. What if you get a 5 on your next run? You know?
Now reel it in.
Yep. Again, there's some backwards. A little bit pulled out though. Yep. All right. Ethan in the chat, I bet a controller can't do that. You might have to bite those words because you haven't seen. We got to see. The straighten then, that's kind of rough, but like I really like the initiation, and at least he got backwards, so that's pretty cool.
It was backwards,
Was backwards.
I'd say a 1.
1 to 1.5, 1.5, because there's definitely points to be said. You know what I mean? Ethan saying by this point I was 9 beers deep. Yes, you were.
No excuses.
You drunk? Yeah, I don't know. What's chat got? We got 1s, 1.5s. We got a split 1.5, 1, 1.5, 1, 1.5. That's kind of rough. What are we doing here, Mr. Barry?
I mean,
what do you think?
He did go backwards. I'll give him that.
He didn't go off this time.
Didn't go off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
I'm gonna say
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1.5s, and then 1, 2, 3, 3 1s.
So it's what, the 1.5s win?
I'd say 1.5.
All right, Ethan, you're getting a 1.5.
he did 0 the first one. So
he did 0 the first one. Thank the chat for that.
Yep.
All right. Tiger style, Darren with a controller. Let's see what happens. Hood popped. Oh!
Played himself with the hood.
Yeah.
It was like a windbreak. Just slowed him down too much.
Right. Yeah. Just. Oh man. So that was definitely, he was funny. He was laughing because I'm pretty sure that was an accident. He was like, "Oh, I didn't even try to do that this time." But with the with all that second part, that was kind of rough. But he did get backwards. It looked like there was some pivot there. It was more of like a handbrake pivot, I think. Like it wasn't like a whip to angle.
Right.
Yeah.
I also don't know how you'd like.
Yeah, I don't
controller.
I don't understand either. Yeah, that second, the straightens are really what kills you on this part. You know what I mean? It's like you get the angle, but then you didn't throw it as far in as you really needed to, and then you have to dig yourself back out. So it's really, really hard. And then you basically, you slow down, lose the angle, and then you're done. Like your pocket's just fucked.
Yeah, I'd say 0.5. I don't think it was a 0. Like
no, it wasn't a 0.
Got around the turn. Stuff like that.
Yep.
So,
what's the chat saying? 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 1, hood pop 10. Let's do a 0.5.
0.5. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to keep the momentum. That is really hard on this. It's really, really hard. All right.
Yeah, you got to enter at the right time and then carry the momentum around the turn too, without going off.
Open again, and It popped again.
That one was more 90.
It was more 90. Yeah, but at least it wasn't like as much of a slowdown.
But it was cleaner. Yeah,
it was cleaner. And I'm in like the 2 to 2.5 range, to be honest.
2.
Probably more of a 2. Yeah. Because it was there. Yeah, it was definitely, he only hit 90 for sure. Yep. We got a lot of 2s already popping, 2.5. I love to see the other guys that are in the competition in the chat judging like everyone, proper and like, real. Yeah. And like that's really cool. That's cool to see because that's just good sportsmanship.
Like 0.
Yeah, exactly.
0.
No, I like to see that. It's and we're trying to do this as fair as possible. So there's no BS. But yeah, 2.5. I think a 2 would be pretty fair. I think honestly that's where we're at.
That one a 2.
I think that's a 2. That was, All right. Let's see what we got next. Mr. Jersh.
The rainbow.
Tiger style. Big angle. Whoa.
Kept 2 on.
He did keep 2 on. And we did give points for the other, with like the 2 for aggressiveness. God, that car is ridiculous looking. It's just a beam of light. Yeah, I don't
halfway there. So I'd almost give that a 2.5.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah, I like the chuck going into it.
Yeah.
But it was very much so like he had to save it once it touched the grass. It was like clutch.
Yeah. It was there was almost all 4 tires off. So like definitely points still on the board for sure. But yeah, I would be around the 2.5 as well. You know what I mean? Because honestly, it's this close to being like a really good run.
Right.
Just a little bit over, but I didn't really see him start to like straighten or bog much. It was like it was all there. It was smooth.
Yeah, and he chucked it to angle and pretty much committed to that angle too.
Right. Yeah. Which could be luck. You honestly, when you're doing this on this track, you're just sometimes it's literally just fucking luck. Like, all right, well, it worked out. What do we got in the chat here? We got some 3.5, 2.5, 3, 3.5. We got more 3s. Brian, give me a time check at 9:09. Thanks, Brian. Started really strong, ended kind of like meh. So I like the 2.5 range, and I think we're kind of split. So I think we could keep it at a 2.5.
I think it was halfway to what I want to see.
Yeah. I like that. We're gonna stay at a 2.5. All right, Jersh. What's your second run look like on Rainbow Road here? Another 90. Yep.
Smooth, but 90.
Very, very smooth, but 90. Yeah. So with that not being like as aggressive, he does get the angle pretty quick, which is nice. Like it's like a quick like bloop. But I don't know. I'm maybe I don't know, maybe
like
less. Yeah, I was thinking
gonna
2.
say it wasn't like it is a Backy contest, you know.
And we just need that's the tipping point. You know what I mean? I mean, it's gonna be you're gonna get a lot of like 90s at a Backy contest because that extra step is the hard
even
part.
when you were watching me, how many like I did probably 10 90s. Like that's just like the natural go-to of like what's comfortable of like chucking the car in. So it's definitely hard to get the back end to come around.
Yeah. On this section specifically too.
Right.
This is not a very Backy friendly section.
Backy turn.
No.
Like
that's why it's picked.
Making them do it.
Yes. Let's see what the chat says. I want to see. This is going to be a little rough. 2.5, 2.5, 2.22. A lot of 2.5s. I see a 3, a 1.5. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I see an a la snack bar. Let's see. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna say that probably balances out to a 2.
That's what I would give it, just because it wasn't a Backy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of 2s and 2.5s, but I think honestly, with our 2 thrown in with those other 2s, I think we're at like a 2. Yeah. All right, liming on. We got Progression Car Club, Mr. Cody. Let's see what the fuck happens here. Hit limiter already. Oh no. So Cody went through the windshield. Cody zeroed out, but that's what happens. We're going to see a lot of that on a lot of contestants because you got to give it your all. I definitely like where he's putting his car though. There, that second time. Big 90.
Kept it going.
So there's points on the board for sure. Definitely points on the board. Yeah, definitely points on the board.
Entered a week early.
Yeah, definitely points on the board, but it went to a 90, but not like really, really fast. Tokyo Dolphins. This is a real drift event. These are real people. Yeah, I would say I'm at like a 1.5 to a 2.
I was gonna say 1.5,
but I'm thinking down lower. Yeah, I was thinking at first. I like that he held it, and then it just didn't go out as far as I would have liked to see
because of how like far he dove in on the inside. If it was like more of a midline, then I would say that's a 2. Like just thinking of it, if I was trying to chase that, it would have been like immediately like back away type of situation.
Yeah.
So
you'd be in the dirt too.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely I think 1.5 for sure. Points on the board. That's all that matters. All right, let's see what we got here. Jake, can you pull it together for Progression Car Club?
Rumble boy.
Got to a 90.
That was a weird one.
It was weird. That car does weird initiations.
It was just like slow motion to angle, but it didn't really do a Backy or anything.
Yeah.
He didn't go off really anywhere. It's just like it just wasn't no excitement factor.
Right.
I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Say almost a 1. Like
it was
maybe a 1.5, but
let's converse in the chat here. We got a lot of 2s. A lot of
just a very like everyone's saying 2, but his initiation was just like very blah. Like it was just didn't really chuck it in like you have to for a Backy.
It's funny because this comment was weird, but somehow got there. Like that's how I'm feeling.
That
it's there.
What happened?
it's there. Like it was just very, it was slow motion almost too to get there. And again, that can be car choice too, Yeah, so what do we think in chat? I got a lot of twos though. Got a lot of twos. Do we I'm almost at a 1-2. Do we just jump to a 1-5 and
I would
split
say
some
go
difference?
1.5. Yeah.
1.5. Let's do a 1.5 for that. He didn't
Wasn't
go off,
terrible.
didn't
Wasn't a
die.
0. Like,
Yeah. Man, the chat, they're just like fighting in there. There's like, I got all sorts
everyone's
of stuff
getting
going on.
testy. They must be getting hangry now.
They're mad. I like it. And the final run of the night. Let's see what we got here. Come on.
All right, there we go.
Look at that.
They made up for it.
And smooth out of it. I like that.
It was like
another 90.
Backy. I would say
I was gonna say it was
like 95 degrees. Like it wasn't really like too backy, but I'd say it's more than just sideways.
Right. Yeah. That
2.5. Like
I'm gonna say I liked
maybe a 3 actually. I mean,
it did snap. Finally,
yep.
it wasn't that weird. It was like an actual snap. I'm in the 2.5 range as well to almost a 3. So I agree with that. Yeah, let's see what we got in the chat. I like to see where we're lining up. We got some 2.5s, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 3 just because broke 90. Like that's what I'm saying. I think honestly with the smoothness, he's just breaking that 90 degree.
Like it is a backy contest. He did it a little, and there wasn't like oh shit, like get it out of it moment. Like he still held that consistency through the turn. So
right. So we stick it. Looks like, I think a 2.5 would be pretty fair at this point. What are you thinking, Barry? What should we do?
That one, I'd say 2.5. Like
2.5.
Yeah, if it was a little bit wider, I would say give it a 3. But
okay,
just it's like a touch of backy, and I'd like to see more. If we're gonna give more points, I'd like to see more backwards action.
Right. Yeah. So we got points on the board. So that's basically concluding our first 4 pairs. Everybody did really good. It was a lot of fun. Now's the time where I guess I'm going to add up all these fucking points to actually make the leaderboard. So, this could get a little boring maybe. I got to do a little math. We could just end it and I could put the leaderboard up tomorrow. What does everybody in the chat? Does everybody want to hang out in the chat and talk some shit? I can add really quick. It's not going to take a long time.
Do you have our after party session like that you could play while you're doing the math? Because we've got some doors at the end of it, like when we ran the first session backwards. Got to do that for next time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. While I add it up, we can have like the jam session. Yep. That's a good idea. Well, we're going to go through Team Cartelgram so far. I'm at, let's see here, 1.5, 4, 3.5. They're going to be the first to get some actual points on the board. 35 out of 100. So they're the first. So the score to beat so far is 35 total.
Nice.
So we're jumping over to Yellow Fever here. What a name. These fucking guys. Got a lot of zeros on some of these guys, so it makes it easy for me to add that up. Chat's popping off, I hope.
They're all talking about taking their shirts off. Oh, thank you, James. I think he wants me to take my shirt off. I'm not sure.
Oh, nice. We got Yellow Fever coming in at 25.5. So 25.5. So we're at a quarter. And remember, this is out of 100. So I like the scores are lower.
Yeah,
I
right
do
out
like
the
it.
gate. Yeah.
Because it makes it that and everybody seemed to be really, really close in the same thought process. So that means that we're doing good. We're in the right ballparks here. So now we're moving over to Tiger Style. Let's see what we got for Tiger Style.
You really think Chad's car is that ugly? Come on.
Is that James talking shit?
Yeah,
Oh,
you know it.
He just hates on Chad.
Like, you got to give him points for the roof. Like, come on. I've never ridden in it, so I don't know if its door opens mid-drift or not. But
shots fired. And again, I'm going to go through all of these and make sure I add up. I'm going to double check and stuff. This is just really, really quick. So all these are going to be posted on the Patreon. We have a free sign up for Patreon that if you're, checking the leaderboards and you're going up next, you can kind of see where everybody's scores are going to be. So the Patreon is going to be up with the leaderboard. That's where all this stuff's going to go. I'll throw that up there if you want to check that out. We also have some bonus content on the Patreon. I have some Assetto Corsa content, and we're going to be doing a lot more. Also with Barry. Barry's going to be doing some cool shit with us in the future. Tiger Style at 55.5.
Nice. That was the proximity challenge that bumped them up there.
They really bumped up in that proximity challenge. So Progression Car Club. Let's see what we got now. I like hearing you type.
It's funny because I could just say it.
No, it's even better that you're typing it.
But I feel like I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm having a different conversation with them.
Yep. Chat. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah,
like,
and
now
you can
we're talking about food.
And you can say the stuff in the chat like that's a little bit more vulgar. No, I'm just kidding. You can say whatever you want on this fucking shit. Hey, we got Progression Car Club coming in at 34.5.
All right. So all of them are pretty close.
It's not super. Yeah, it's not super. And now, again, what we're going to be doing is once we get through the 20 pairs, we are going to have a surprise at the very end on how we're going to pick like a main winner. So it's going to be fun. Don't even worry about it. It's going to be wild. But so far on the first leaderboard, we have Tiger Style holding it down at 55.5. Coming in right after them is Team Cartelgram at 35. Then followed by Progression Car Club, and then Yellow Fever at 25.5. So Progression's at 34.5. So yeah, we got points on the board. This has been an absolute blast. I'm going to make sure that I update everything. I'm going to take a picture of my sheet as well and post that. So if anybody ever wants to see, just the scores on every individual like dealio too, just so that people, don't think that we're like.
Put that in the info channel on the Pile Podcast Discord on
Discord.
My Discord.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good, very, very good, very, very good idea. So yeah, this was fucking fun. So our part 1 is in the books. The leaderboard will be updated. I'll start that probably in the next day or so, but we're going to have part 2 hopefully soon. I got to record a couple more, but this has been an absolute blast. Everybody in the chat has been super on board with like everything. Like we are seeing eye to eye, and I really like that because I was a little concerned that me and Barry are going to be like, that was a 2, and chat's like
all over the place. Yeah,
all over the fucking place. Yeah.
No,
so
it was all very like everyone was all on the same page the whole time.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yep, we're doing good, and I think the magic number is going to be per episode. I think we're going to do the same amount of pairs. So 4 pairs is plenty. Maybe, and if we only have 3 or whatever, we can still do that because we want to make sure that we're not sitting here for hours and hours and hours. And everybody, honestly, We've had up to like almost like 50 in the chat at one point, down to like 40s and steady 40 in the chat, which is really good for
That's
a
awesome.
live.
Yeah.
That's very awesome. And it looks like most of the same people are in here from start to finish. So we appreciate that. That means a lot to us. And yeah, this was fun. Yep. Yeah, very, very fun. So I'll put if you're signed up to be in this, you'll be getting a message from me pretty soon because I'm going to schedule the next couple groups over the next couple weeks. And if I could get at least a couple pairs, I'd like to maybe do another one of these in 2 weeks. You know, it takes a lot of time to edit. I won't lie. This is kind of a challenge. I didn't know if I was going to go nuts with like the names and all that stuff, but it makes it so much better. You know what I mean? For people watching.
I love the layout of it. Like it all worked very well. It was easy for me at least to like see everything, judge everything, and obviously we all saw pretty much the same thing,
which is impressive.
Anyway,
yeah, I'm very happy with that. Yeah, so sick. Well, it's time for this old man to go get some food and then probably play video games myself. So
same here.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Barry, for coming on and being a judge, and we'll see you the next time.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And
I love it here.
You can stay a while. We have a bunch of cool stuff that's coming up for the Pilot Podcast stuff, as well as a set of Corsa content. Barry also has his own Discord. Barry has his own channel of stuff. Please support everybody if you can. Barry has merch. Barry has sweaters. He's wearing a hat, you know. Barry does some cool stuff. So make sure you check out Digital Adrenaline on Instagram, Digital Adrenaline in the Discord for all your Assetto Corsa needs. And our other sponsor, New School Vinyl, for vehicle wraps, stickers. He does all sorts of cool shit for us. We got pile-up stickers. We got all sorts of really, really cool stuff from New School Vinyl. And going ahead into the future, I'm sure we're going to get even more shit. So the prize pack I'm starting to put together, and I think I'm going to keep that kind of a secret because once there's prizes, people like start to get a little weird. I want it to be like a surprise prize. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but we're working on something really, really fucking cool. Albert, you are very late and you didn't go yet, but you are on the chopping block. Yeah, I think you're actually on the chopping block for maybe even this week, sucker. Yeah, a lot of go teams. Sports. I fucking love it. But yeah, we're going to head out. Thank you, everybody, for making this enjoyable and helping us judge. So
thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for judging. Thanks for all of it. This was awesome.
For all of it. This is a lot of fun. We'll see you the next time. Love you, everybody. Have a great night. Barry, I'll talk to you backstage.
See you soon.
Bye. I don't know if we actually ended the stream yet. No, we didn't. Check it out.
We're still live.
We're still live.
We're back.
I do this. I do this all the time. This is the Pilot Podcast after hours.
Is there an after dark? There is now.
Oh yeah, it gets weird every single time. Let's see if I can play some weird stuff. Did you? I don't know if you saw this yet, Barry. I gotta show you this. Did you see Rich's?
No.
Oh, he's so stupid. I love it. Yeah, that was good. I think this is gonna be good shit. Everybody in the chat, we're still here for the after hour. So now's when we take off our clothes and our false teeth. Oh, we got Darren. Wife wants to know what Shaolin is all about. Darren, I can answer for Darren. Darren is a Wu-Tang fanatic. So if you didn't know, Killer Bees on the Swarm, Shaolin styles. You know what I'm saying? Hi-ya! That's basically where he's at.
Yep. He's got my photo as his profile picture, so he's good in my book.
Oh, does he? Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Have her listen to enter the 36 chambers. I knew that. It's so funny. Hexagons and stuff. Yo, chat was hilarious. I was like in between like the fucking numbers. I'm like looking at them talking shit on each other, and I was just like, man, this is too good.
On the minute time updates, like
that's a normal Brian.
Something going, something going on at every moment.
Yep. James is about to drive up to Brian's and fight him. Yeah, it's pretty. That's really good. Would be better with triangles on the car. Dang, James is calling you out. Wow. James, thanks for hanging out. I wish Chad would be here. Chad doesn't love us. What a dick.
I know. Maybe I gotta change the background photo now.
I would honestly make it James's car next time.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Me flying out of it.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you definitely should do that. All right, I'm actually going to end it now. That was fun. And Barry, I'll talk to you in a second.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.